Okie dokie. Off we go. You know what? I'm actually going to deposit my Abra in the PC. I know it's really a random thing to suddenly do, but I just remembered, like, we don't need this Abra anymore because I'm not doing train to fly glitch anymore. Alright, Abra. Abra doesn't even have a name. I think I must have forgot to name it. We'll give it a name later on. If I remember. Hopefully I will. Whenever we find the name renamer. Okay, so now, I mean, a lot of the world opens up to us now, but I think, actually, I'm gonna buy some more Pokeballs with that money that we just got from the gym. That would be a very smart thing to do. Wow, we are balling right now. Look at all this money. We get a couple more super potions as well. And then I'm gonna get 20 Pokeballs. Some may say overkill, I say nah. We need all the balls we can get, so we're gonna be going and catching a bunch of pogies now, including a diglett. Let's go find ourselves a diglett. And we should go through this tunnel anyways to go get Flash. Because up next will be the dark cave, rock tunnel, whatever it's called. Hey, good thing about Gen 1 Diglett and Dugtrio, they don't have arena traps, so I can just run away from these guys if I want to. Ooh, what a cool animation for Razor Leaf. Damn. I think it does has the boosted crit ratio in this game as well, so may need to change up my strategy if I want to catch one of these guys without killing it in one hit. As far as I know, you can actually get Dugtrio here as well, and it's a really high level. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch to something a little weaker. Pidge, help me out here, buddy. I think you can get like level 30 Dugtrio in here, but it is a lot lower encounter rate. Like probably like 5%. But I'm gonna have a good look around to see if we can find one, for sure. Damn it! Why are these Diglets so weak? I just want to catch one. $21. Okay, that's a much higher level. Surely it can withstand a quick attack. As long as I don't crit. Why? Why did you have to crit, Pidge? Damn it. It's alright. We keep trying. I'm getting an encounter like every 4 steps anyways. 22, even better. Alright, Pidge. This time, do not crit. I swear to God. Okay, good. Oh, shoot, he's digging. Is Dig gonna actually hit me because I'm a flying type? I don't know. And Pokeballs work when the Diglett is underground. Huh. Learn something new every day, huh? Well then, I thought it was just gonna miss. Lives about 1 yard underground. That's not very far. Underground. So 1 yard is nothing. It eats plant roots. It sometimes appears above ground. That's true. What are we gonna name it? The only thing I know how to name it. What to name it? Sausage. Sausage. There we go. Hey, would you look at that? Level 29 Dugtrio. Alright, we gotta get this guy. Let's go for the quick attack. Okay, nice. Growl. Okay. Let's do another one. Okay, that was a crit. It's using Dig, but it doesn't matter. We're still able to throw a ball at it for some reason. Okay. It doesn't affect. Okay, so flying type does actually have resistance to ground in this game. Good to know. Sand attack. Yikes. Just keep checking balls. I could risk hitting it again, but I don't need to because I caught it. Hell yeah. A level 29 Dugtrio. All mine. A team of diglett triplets. It triggers huge earthquakes by burrowing 60 miles underground. That's a lot better than 1 yard the diglett does. Let's go with... hot dogs. Yeah, pack of hot dogs. Nice. Just at the exit as well. Hell yeah. And now, we're back up near Pallet Town and Viridian. But we're not going to go to Viridian. Actually, we can get the old amber from Viridian, I just realized. So we'll do that in a moment. But first, I'm going to go talk to these people. I should have kept the Abra with me so I could trade. Damn it! It's okay. We'll come back in here in a minute. This is why we got Mew with us, so we can use cut. Where's the door? Here it is. Hi, remember me? I'm Professor Oak's aide. If you caught 10 kinds of Pokemon, I'm supposed to give you an HMO5. So Joey, have you caught at least 10 kinds of Pokemon? Yes. Great, you've caught 24 kinds of Pokemon. Congratulations, here you go. We got Flash, lights even the darkest dungeons. Wow. Hey look, item. HP up. Not bad. I'll take it. Ooh, another item. Moonstone, hey! Very, very cool. Is there something else down here? Hidden item, perhaps? No, I'm not going to spend ages looking for it. I think if we go back up here and then go use cut to the left of us, we should be at Viridian. And then we can go and get the old amber from the scientist in the museum, which you do need cut to access. Nice and convenient that this is all kind of next to each other. Annoying that I have to open my menu every time just to use cut, but you know, it is what it is. Thank God they did away with that in later gens. Made it so you can just press A on a tree and you'll cut it down automatically. Okay, I'm going in here so I can get the Abra from the PC and trade it for the Mr. Mime, which is probably why I kept the Abra in my party the whole, like, to begin with, and I just completely forgot about it since it's been so long since I played the first little part of the game. Yeah. So I got sausage and hot dogs are in box 2, and Abra in my team. Now I can trade that Abra for that kid's Mr. Mime. Doing so many great plays here. And then up here, we go around here, we can use cut and grab ourselves a lovely old amber from one of these scientists. I think this chunk of amber contains Pokemon DNA. It would be great if Pokemon could be resurrected from it. But my colleagues just ignore me, so I have a favor to ask. Take this to a Pokemon lab and get it examined. Of course, happily. You can't sneak in the back way, or whatever. Do you know what amber is? I do. There's a lab somewhere trying to resurrect ancient Pokemon from amber. There is, indeed. It's called on a place called Cinnabar Island. And I will be going there, eventually. And I'll be able to get myself a nice, beautiful Aerodactyl. And I have another fossil. What is it? Dome fossil. I have the dome fossil as well, so I should be able to get 2 different fossil Pokemon. Let's switch this around for this. There we go. Organize my bag a little bit. Give the game a save. Okay, we don't want to go this way. I'm not sure why I went that way. It's just force of habit. We want to go back down south and go back through Diglett's tunnel. Do I have any repels, actually? I do. I have 2 repels. That should be just enough to get us through Diglett's tunnel without encountering too many more sausages. Oops. Be facing downwards for that. The reason I rearranged Mew's moves is so that cut would be the first option whenever I go to the menu, basically. Otherwise, I'd be accidentally pressing dig every time. But hello, I'm looking for Abra. Want to trade one for Mr. Mime? Yes, I do. Here you go, a mighty fine Abra. Okay, connect the cable like so. Bye bye, Abra. Thank you for your help in getting Mew and Nidoqueen. To Trainer. Just Trainer. Doesn't have a real name. His name's just Trainer. Dang. Mr. Mime is transferred. Here he goes. This is the only way you can get Mr. Mime in this game. Wait, his OT is literally just Trainer? That's very weird. Hey, thanks. Isn't my old Mr. Mime great? Marcel? Yeah, OT Trainer. I guess that's literally just this guy's name. Level 12 Marcel. Marcel the Mr. Mime. Wonderful. He will be going directly into my box. Thank you for your cooperation. Alright, where is this tunnel? Here it is. Let's switch Pidge for Toad again. And use ourselves a nice repel so we can get out of here. Hopefully without any encounters. Unless there's a really high level dog trio, which I'm not complaining about. If there is, it could be good XP for me. We might be able to get through this with just one repel, actually. Yeah, we can. Nice. Thought we'd have to use both, but I guess the tunnel is really not as long as it seems. It just seems a lot longer because of the amount of encounters you usually get. It makes it feel like it goes on forever. Alright, so how are we doing? We're fully healed. I'll leave Marcel in the party for now. So now we can go this way, and I believe there's another one of Oak's aids down here. Also there's some new Pokemon in this grass we should try and catch. Like Sneaky Snake Ekans. No idea if I have Ekans, but this might actually kill it. I just realized. Yeah. Oh well. I think there's Drowsy in this grass. I would quite like a Drowsy. That'd be a good one to get. Hey, there he is. I always thought Drowsy looked like he'd been dipped in chocolate. I do like Drowsy. I'm not a huge fan of Hypno. I definitely prefer Drowsy over Hypno. But I'm going to just use Leech Seed. And sap a teeny tiny bit of health. And just throw a ball and see if it works. Okay, maybe not. He did 2 damage. And then immediately I restored it with Leech Seed. I love that. Alright, Chucha. This is why I keep you, Chucha, so you can do your thing. So you can use Thunder Wave. Nice. Let's try to use a ball now. I feel like they've got a much higher chance of catching it now. Damn it. Guess you really do gotta weaken it too. I'm just gonna keep chucking balls till I get it at this point. Yeah, that was the right call. Pokeballs are very cheap, so it doesn't really matter. Here we go. Drowsy, hypnosis Pokemon. Puts enemies to sleep, then eats their dreams. Occasionally gets sick from eating bad dreams. Oh no. Now, the problem with Gen 1 is I don't know the Pokemon's gender, and I won't know their gender till I transfer them to Gen 2. So I can't really give them, like, gendered names, necessarily, or just seem a little bit silly. Antor. I don't know. Antor. That's a good enough name. Don't know if there's any more new Pokemon in this grass, so I'm not gonna bother looking. And of course we'll be getting the TM for HM for Fly soon, so we'll be able to, you know. Ooh, I found an escape rope hidden in this rock. Interesting. Look at this empty space. There's nothing in it. What is this doing here? Alright, gotta fight this bald guy. Haha, I have never lost. Don't tell me, he's a gamer. He's a gambler, that's right. Back in the old days, when he was allowed to be called a gambler. In the remakes, they call him a gamer, which is pretty funny. Gambler obviously makes a lot more sense, given the context, but a gamer is pretty funny. I love that there's canonically a trainer class that is just called Gamer. If you guys were a trainer in the Pokemon world, what trainer class would you be? Would you be a gamer? I would be a gamer, I think. Or a bird keeper, or a bug catcher, one of those. When you catch lots of Pokemon, isn't it hard to think up names? In Lavender Town, there's a man who reads Pokemon's nicknames. He'll help you rename them too. Oh, there you go. This is pretty hard for me to think up names, that's why all my names end up terrible. Oh, hey, would you look at that? I had no idea that looking through the binoculars basically tells you how to progress in the game. Huh. Anyways, Professor Oak's aid. If you caught 30 kinds of Pokemon, I'm supposed to... Oh no, we haven't quite got 30, have we? I'm gonna say yes, even though it's a lie. Uh-oh, you've caught only 26 kinds. You need 30 kinds if you want the item finder. Well, damn it. That's alright. Let's go back in the grass and see if we can catch any more species. Perhaps we will be able to get pushed over the edge then. Or maybe we just need to evolve some of our Pokemon. That could be another option. Spearow. I feel like I already have a Spearow, but I don't know because it doesn't show me the Pokeball icon. It's very annoying. This is probably gonna kill it, isn't it? Oh, it didn't. Sweet. Perfect catch range for me. My sassy Spearow now. You know what I'm naming this thing, right? I usually name it Jack, as in like Jack Sparrow, but this time, for this sprite, it's gotta be Sassy. Sassy the Spearow. It's iconic. And yeah, it looks like I already had a Spearow because it didn't show me the Pokedex entry, so that's very annoying. I should probably be keeping like a chart or something to show what Pokemon I've already caught, so I don't have to keep checking the Pokedex and like remembering the ones I've caught. Yeah, looks like I have almost everything that you can just be found in the wild, you know? Pretty much everything else that I need is either something that I can't get, like Bellsprout is a version exclusive. See Area Unknown. Because in Pokemon Red we get Oddish, the Oddish line, which I've already caught. And in Pokemon Blue you get the Bellsprout line. So it's version exclusive, we won't be able to get it until a later game. And everything else here is like a lot of water Pokemon that we can't get until we get Surf or until we get a good or a Great Rod, Super Rod. And of course Mew, 151. So yeah, mostly it looks like all we can do now to get our Pokemon count up is to progress the game and find more Pokemon that way, or to evolve the ones that we already have, which is going to take even longer, because most of these Pokemon do not evolve for much higher levels. So I think it's worth to just continue playing the game and find more Pokemon that way. Because I'm sure we will be back here anyways in the future, and we'll be able to get the item finder. And the item finder isn't particularly useful, to be honest, anyways, but just something to remember in the future. Accidentally walked into line of sight of a gambler. He's got a Poliwag! Ah, it's so cute! Poliwag is so cute, man. Even if I can see its intestines, it's very adorable. Always been a big fan of Poliwag and Poliwhirl. Never was a huge fan of Poliwrath. I don't like Poliwrath that much. I feel like it's just an ugly version of Poliwhirl. They just made him slightly larger and angry. They literally didn't change the design from Poliwhirl. It's literally, Poliwrath is just Poliwhirl, but larger and angrier and uglier. I guess the same can be said for a lot of Pokemon evolutions, but especially Poliwhirl to Poliwrath is like the biggest downgrade in terms of design, in my opinion. Politoed is where it's at. Politoed's heckin' cute. Cute little guy. It's a shame it's a trade evolution. Pretty hard to get. In terms of trade evolutions in this game, obviously I'm playing on an emulator and I don't know how to... there is a way you can trade between emulators, I think. And I may try and figure it out, but to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, more likely I'm just gonna use PK Pokesav or PK Hex or something to just evolve the Pokemon by editing my save. I hope that's cool with everyone. I'm sure no one really cares. All I'll be doing is evolving the Pokemon, basically. And when we get to Gen 2 and up, I will definitely try and find like held items that I need to evolve the Pokemon before I evolve them, you know? Like, if I need a metal coat for like Cypher to Scizor or Onyx to Steelix, for example, I will find the metal coat first before I edit the save to evolve the Pokemon. That way I don't have a Steelix within the first 10 minutes of the game, because I know you can get Onyx fairly early on. But anyways, yeah. Yippee!